Hello everybody, welcome to Crafters TV. My name is Ben Moseby. Thanks for joining us. Here we are, the final show of what has been a busy Wednesday. Lots of people working very hard at Crafters TV Towers today, getting ready for upcoming shows, pre-recording shows ready for the weekend, bringing you brand new launches. If you missed the launch from earlier on, make sure you go back and watch that, and maybe perhaps a little bit later on in the show we'll recap on that for you, but very popular have our brand new stamps and dies been. We're here for a craft along though over the course of the next couple of hours. Expect things to get a little bit sparkly, that's all I'll say. If you're after sparkle, you have come to the right place. Sparkle and shine, this show is going to. We've got so much to bring to you over the course of the next couple of hours. A brilliant project that Debbie is going to take you through as well. And don't forget, Craft Along, all about crafting along in real time. So if you fancy making this project, we'll give you all the information and the recipe guide, as it were, for you to be able to do just that. Or indeed, if you see what you like in this show, you can pick up all the bits and pieces that are available and do the craft along at a later date. We are also going to be giving you the opportunity to win a prize. More about that I will tell you in just a few moments' time. But shall we say hello to the lovely lady who is going to be leading the craft along, providing you with all of the inspiration. It is the one and only, the marvellous, looking cash chic once again today, rocking the cash chic. It's the lovely Debbie Fisher.
In me jumper.
very, you know that week when I sort of turned up in my jumpers for about 2 or 3 days? Yeah, and you were like, oh, you look really scruffy. You don't. You just you rock the cash chic this week.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Are you going to do that tomorrow?
What, be cosy? Are you wearing your jumper tomorrow?
Well, if you do, I might do.
Yes, I'll wear a jumper tomorrow.
Okay,
yes.
I'm going to get cosy as well.
Got to wear jumpers this time of year, haven't you? You freeze your socks off. But it is all about the sparkle. Now, when they said I could choose a sparkly project, it had to be the Touch of Sparkle, because I love this collection. It's the one that I'm going to be making all our Christmas cards with. It's the one that I absolutely love. So absolutely gorgeous one. So we're going to have a few bits. Is Ben going to read the shopping list here? Yes.
I will read the shopping list for you. It's got a few little technical gremlins with Debbie. So this is what you are going to need if you want to take part in the craft along. You'll need your snowflake stamp, die and stencils set. The majority of the goodies are on this show, so you can pick these up. Things like your sparkly bits and pieces, but you're going to need the Frosty and Bright Sparkling Snowflakes die set. You will need circle nesting dies. You're going to need your Midnight Water Reactive ink pad. You'll also need your Watermark ink pad, the Winter Wonderland embossing powder. You'll need your 12 by 12 paper pad, the Winter Forest. You'll need some silver mirror cardstock, some white cardstock, and some acetate. Moving on, have we got a second page? Yes, we have. There we go. You've got all the usual bits and pieces that you'll need. So your G2 or your die cutting machine. You'll need a guillotine. You'll need a scoreboard. You'll need your stencil and stamp platform, the new one. You need your heat tool, a blending brush. You will need your wax tool, some tape pens or a tape pen, red liner tape, gems, and your gem adhesive as well. So we can give you the opportunity to get all those bits and pieces together. We've got Jan on the socials tonight. In already is Lois saying hello everyone from Ohio. Hello. Hi also to Jay Pressy from Philadelphia. Hope everyone is well. I think we are. And Little Bear says the layout collection has just arrived. That was on a brilliant deal, wasn't it, at birthday? I'm unboxing it whilst watching. It's like Christmas has arrived early. So much more in the collection than I expected, you say. It is a big old bundle, is that? Julie Palmer joins us. Hi, Julie and Nancy in Kentucky. Hi to Jeanette McPake and Pat Demarest. Hi, Ben and Debbie and everyone from a cool but sunny New Jersey. Hello also to Jane Adams saying good morning, everyone from a chilly Las Vegas. And Mary Beth Doyle is in Minnesota. Keep the comments coming through. Because over the course of this show, someone who does comment is going to win this beautiful little die set. It is one of our sentiment die sets. Every day might not be good, but there is something good in every day.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, if you look hard enough, you'll usually find something. We are celebrating the fact that today is World Kindness Day, so feel free to send in any of the usual sort of banter that you do, any questions that you've got for Debbie, but also Producer Nicholas said, why don't you just ask everyone for compliments? Why don't you just send in some nice words about me and Debbie and Crafters TV, and also maybe the last time that somebody was really kind to you, or the kindest thing that someone's done for you recently. Those sort of comments, please. Lots of kindness and positivity is what we would like. Thank you so much. Right, Carol says, I love this card. Saw that it was coming on and I found my snowflake die and I've been nesting dies ready to go so I can try it tonight. Hi to Sharon. He says, hi Ben, Debbie and all the family from Torbados. We've had a lovely sunny day today. And a hi to Cat Butt. He says, hi Ben, Debbie, Jan and team and Crafties. Another great show coming up. It is. So let us get into it. Here we go. We're going to get ready to get all sparkly with Debbie. So where do we need to start?
Right, we're going to start with our card base. So I'm going to take a piece of A4 card and we're going to trim this one down to 5.5 inches. So 5.5 inches in our guillotine, trim that down. And then we're going to bring out the foot and we're going to trim our cardstock. So our A4 cardstock is 11.25 and we're going to trim this down to 11 inches.
Yeah.
So 11 inches, just there. And that's our first piece of card. And then we're going to get our scoreboard out. So this is going to make our card blank. And in fact, oh no, that would be too small. I was thinking I'd use that, but we'll have to get another piece. And then because we've done 5.5 inches, we're making a 5.5 inch card. So we're going to score at 5.5 inches, like so. Now what I want you to do is at 2 3/4 of an inch, I want you to come down possibly only about 1/2 inch there. And then I'm going to take my tool underneath to 2 3/4 inch, come down to the bottom and then just score up a little bit, just there. So we've got our 2, let me just angle it so we can probably see it. Yeah, you can see just at the top there, that bit and that bit there. So we haven't gone the full amount. All will become clear. So then we're going to burnish and fold this piece. So let's just fold that one over to start with. Done that the wrong way actually, that's the front of the card there. So just turn it the other way. Oh, let's have a dirty mat. Look, I've got a dirty bit of card. That's annoying, isn't it? Right, so we've got our piece of card, that's our cardstock done. So then what I want to do is using our nesting dies. So we've said about using circle nesting dies. I'm going to be using the second one down, so not the biggest one, but the next one down. And what I want to do is I want to cut an aperture through the front of this card, which is why we only wanted a score line top and bottom here. It doesn't matter if you use it for something else, but I actually, sorry, it doesn't matter if you scored all the way down, but I didn't want a score line through my circle because I want to use this circle for inside our card as well. So we're getting it done in one go rather than cut an individual circle out. Yeah. So all I want to do really is to place our card on there like so, and I'm just going to roughly sort of pop that into the center so I can see on our mat down there that it's about central, just like so. And then we're just going to tape that on. Now because our tape can get a little bit sticky and I want to keep my my card in the centre, I'm going to just be really careful, and I've put it just onto my skin. Just the oils in your skin will just take off a little bit of the sticky.
De-tack it a bit,
or you could put it onto your jumper and then and it will take a bit of the tack off as well. Okay. So then I'm going to put it through my Gemini. So even though I've got my Gemini Junior plates, actually I can do it that way because we can just hang it off the end. I'm going to hang it just at the bottom here because I don't want to put it up here and then create a dent in my card. So we're literally just going to place it on there and run that one through. So there we go, just pop that on there, run that through your machine. So that's going to create your aperture, but what that's also going to enable to do is to fold back that card because we've got those score lines at the top. We're live, aren't we?
Yes.
Yes.
What makes you say that?
I tell you why I asked, because we've done a pre-record, a few pre-records lately, and I suddenly thought, oh, can we interact, or are we?
Yeah, we are live. Please don't swear.
We are live at 5.
We are live at 5. Don't swear. You should hear what she's like. Honestly, when we're doing pre-recorded shows, we have to get the bleep button going.
Then. I wasn't quite sure.
Yeah, I think we are live. Is anybody watching at home? Let us know if we're live, wouldn't it? I know what you mean though, because you kind of go from one show to another, pre-record to live. You don't know whether you're coming or you're going. Absolutely.
So those score lines that we've done, I'm going to just fold those back, just check in it comes to the edge of our card, and then we're just going to reinforce those score lines like so. So that will create then the front of our card.
Oh, nice.
And then this circle that we've just cut out, the reason I wanted to keep this one is because we're going to use this one for the inside of our card. So you can see it takes that completely out for us. Right, next thing I want to do is to use our pattern papers to create our mats and layers.
Yes.
So I know that this one is 2 3/4 by 5.5. So that's my first mat and layer that I want to do. So you just pick, because I'm using my Touch of Sparkle, the back, so this is the pad that I've used, the Winter Forest.
Beautiful.
I love this pad.
Yeah.
I just think it's beautiful. It's really Christmassy. I love the blues in it.
Was that this year? It was, wasn't it?
It was this year,
yeah.
yes it was. So I'm just going to take out that first piece because the one I used on here was just a little bit more duller than what I wanted it to be, where this one's a bit more brighter blue. So I'm going to use this one here, and we're just going to trim this down. So we might as well actually, before I do that, let's bring in our silver card. So I did have some, there it is. So silver mirror card, and we're going to cut that to the size first because we're going to create our mats and layers.
Yes.
So first thing we want to do is to create a mat and layer for the inside. So I know that the inside of my card is 5.5 inch square. So what I'm going to do is cut this to 5 1/4. So that will come down an increment. And then 5 1/4. So that will go on the inside here, like so, just there. And then we're going to do this other piece, which actually should be our 2 3/4. So 2 3/4 come down 1 increment, so we've got it at 2.5. And then we should be right in that one, which is 5 1/4. So
yeah.
2 1/4 by 5 1/4. And that will go onto here, like so. Just like that one.
Lovely.
And then what we're going to do is cut our papers to that size again. So we did our 5 1/4, so we now want 5. So it was 5.5, we've done 5 1/4, and now we want 5 inches. So we're going to go 5 inches square, like so. And that one will fit perfectly on the inside here. So that one will go onto there. And then we want the piece for this one, which will be 2 inches. So 2 inches. And again, it should have the right measurement for that one. Yes, 5 inches. And that will then mat and layer on. Oh, why have I?
Oh, hello.
I couldn't have done, I must have done that. Oh, I've done it less. Hang on, 5 1/2, 5 3/4, 5 1/2, 5 and 2 1/4. Not 2, 2 1/4. So 2 1/4. So sorry if anyone's cut their card to 2. So it's 2 1/4.
Oh, you caught an inch too far.
Yeah, I went an inch too far. There we go.
Yeah,
so that one fits perfectly there. So let's pop those down. And all our bits just to the side for the moment. In fact, we're going to keep this silver card out because we're going to use that die again, so don't put that one away. So first of all, let's do our mats and layers.
Yeah.
So we're going to adhere these together.
Whilst you're sticking, we'll say a few more hellos. Busy on the comments tonight. Sarah's joined us saying, morning Ben and Debbie and team and crafty friends. I missed launch day, so I'm a bit behind today. We'll let you off, Sarah. Diane Ware joins us. Kaylin Mead says, good morning Ben and Debbie from Gresham, Oregon. Evelyn Kiefer joins us from sunny Colorado. Hello, Evelyn. And that was quite tuneful, wasn't it? Hello, Evelyn. Hello, Denise.
What did you sound like then? You sounded like somebody.
Hello, Evelyn. I don't know.
I can't think who you sound like. You sounded like somebody.
Morrissey, did you just say? Morrissey sounds more, isn't he a bit more downbeat, Morrissey? Oh, I don't know. Denise says, hi everyone, dashed in from work, grabbed a cup of tea and watching as I love the look of this card. And Nadia says, love this project. Hi to Karen in Richmond, Canada. Crystal Hodges says, good afternoon everyone. And Wanda Sexton says, Harper wanted to tell you good morning. We are watching and plan on making this later today. Harper is 5 and is an amazing artist. That's what I've heard, Harper. I've heard that you are an amazing artist.
It's the best age to be the best artist because you can only get better.
Exactly right. And I've heard that you are doing some good stuff. So if you want to send in any pictures, Harper, of anything you've made, studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk, we might show them on the telly.
Oh, that would be good.
It would be nice, that, wouldn't it?
Would be very nice. Right, so we want to create the same aperture in this card. So there's 2 ways you can do it, which is sometimes a little bit tricky. So you could pop it onto this side and then draw on the back. But actually, I want to be able to see where to lay my die on this side. So what I'm going to do is lay it onto this side, like so. Line it up where I want it to stick, because that's identical to the front. Once you've done that, you want to just hold that into place, and then we're just going to turn that over. And then what I'm going to do is draw the line. Not the Sheena draw the line. And we're just going to place that in there. That way, that gives me now a guideline of where that will be cut out. Now, we've cut that to the actual piece here. So what I'm going to do is just make sure we've got that line lined up, pop that in there, and then once you've got that, we're going to stick that one down.
Okay.
And that's going to give you that perfect alignment with the hole there. So find that hole, go in with your die, move that into place. There we go. And pop that there. And then we're going to run that one through. So again, just place into your Gemini machine, run that through. Because of the power of the Gemini, that will go through no problem, both pieces of cardstock. If you're not too sure, just reverse it and then it will give it a double cut.
When you complete this card, asks Patricia, where would you put your verse?
So your verse can still go on the inside.
Yeah.
You just, if you want it to. So if I bring this card in, I've put another one here. You could not put that there, put your verse on the inside, or just put it on the back.
Oh, that's nice idea.
I always put lots of verses on the back because I quite like to decorate the inside and outside. But great question. I love that. If you've got any questions, keep them coming because we can answer anything. We can go over anything. I don't mind trying anything that you want to see.
Yeah.
So.
Anything particularly from the shop to show as well, you know, if you want to see any of the, I guess we can do that, can't we? Sparkle pens or glitter markers, anything you want to see later on in the show, we can certainly do that for you. We are here to serve.
Absolutely.
So whatever you want.
And there we go. So when we pop that into place, look at that. We've got the perfect alignment for the inside of our card. Now, before we do anything though, I want to stick these into place, but I also want to create another piece to go to edge this. So it looks like we've matte and layered this. So we're going to use our mirror card, but this time we're using the same die we've just cut.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go to the larger die, so the bigger die, and we're going to pop down here. So what this is going to do, that's going to create a frame. So again, choose our low tack tape and just pop that into place. And I'm doing it into this corner because I still want to cut another one out to do a matte and layer for our inside one. So just finding that sort of right amount of measurement round, roughly the same all the way round, and then we will die cut this one out.
Hi to Teresa, who's joined us from Illinois. Hi to Florence Langowski, who's joined us from in France. Pat says, I'm just enjoying sitting here watching Debbie right now, but I will be saving the show. And thank you to Jane for your evening joke, just sending jokes, I love this. Why do cows wear bells? Because horns don't work.
Because horns don't work.
Bells, ding, ling, ling.
But why doesn't a horn work?
Because they have horns, and their horns don't.
Their horns don't work?
Yeah.
Oh, because they don't make, because they're not the right horns. Oh, okay, okay.
Because they
took
have
a little while to get that. I was thinking the horns do work, but not the cow's horns.
Oh dear.
Is it home time yet?
Oh, I wish it was.
Sorry, I didn't mean to not get your joke.
It wasn't my
Karen,
joke, it was
sorry.
Jane's joke.
Yes,
Oh,
Jane.
Jane,
Jane,
I loved
sorry, and I think I called you Karen as well. So apologies.
it's going so well. We might have a break in a minute, I think.
I've had a long day.
Yeah, hasn't it been a long day? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
That's very
You're so
funny
used to
joke,
my
actually.
high quality jokes, Debbie, that's what it is, you see.
And actually, everyone faults me because they say that I look too much into jokes because I'm the person that would go, but that wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
And they're like, but it's a joke. It doesn't have to happen.
Yeah, 'cause it's
and I'm like, yeah, and actually, I don't think I'm a particularly serious person.
You're the
But
least serious person I know.
When it comes to jokes, I think I just look at the serious side of jokes, which I shouldn't do. Shouldn't do, should I? I should just laugh and think that's really funny, even if I don't think it's funny.
Yeah, and even if you don't,
Even if I don't
tend to
get
sort of
it.
get the joke,
Yeah.
just laugh anyway. It's just easier.
So our outside cutting edge that we've got here now will work perfectly onto this piece, so that will set us up nicely there, and then we're going to trim that off. So we're going to stick this one together. This now will go as our base for our bottom piece, so that will go inside here. So everything is coming together. So let's just pop this one into place. I'm going to just grab this scrap piece of card, and I'm just going to put my dotty tape pen around the edges of this one, so about halfway, just so we can attach this to that curve. So you don't need to stick it all the way around. About halfway, there we go. And then I'm going to just make sure it's there and there. Yep, that I've done it enough. So just pop that right onto the corner. And just follow that round. It will fit beautifully because obviously it's the dies that we've come out. Tap that into place, and then rather than go on the front, turn that over as I always do. Take your burnishing tool. You can see that's fitted perfectly. I'm just literally going to work that all the way around. And I really like to give that a good burnish so that's not going to come away or peel away anywhere. And then once you've done that, you're then just going to trim that. So we're going to trim that one off there.
Jeanette's just asking, when cutting mirror card, how can you do it without getting marks from the cutting plate? So she's getting marks on her card.
Yeah, so there's no rights or wrongs on that. So if I bring in this piece of mirror card, you'll probably be, can you see that I've got a few marks? Hang on, just do it.
It was the other way, it was there.
Oh,
Down a bit, back a bit, back a bit. Yeah.
Just, well, you can see them. There we go. You can see them on there. You do get marks on them. The way to actually not get so many marks on them, because and what it is because it's your cutting plates. It's this one where your dies cut into this plate. So you can see that the dies cut a sort of image out on there. You can see a nice tiger's head on that one. Look at that. That looks spooky, doesn't it? You can see, and that's what's coming out on them. If you put a piece of copier paper in between, that takes, sometimes that helps with the marks, but it's the nature of it, I'm afraid. The only other way to do it is when you have, if I was to show this piece and I wanted it hidden, emboss it. Put it in an embossing folder, put a nice print in it, and you won't notice it at all. So, but unfortunately, because plates get scratched because of the dies, but all I want this for is just to create that outline, which is going to go on the inside. But you can see with that one, we've literally just got a little bit of glue on there, so let's just rub that away. You've got now, which looks like we've matte and layered that onto our cardstock. So it's just a nice way of using your nesting dies again. And apologies, because I know we keep using nesting dies and they've sold out, haven't they?
They did.
But the
circles are still in stock.
Well, that's even better, so that's good. So we've popped all those ones together. They're ready to stick inside. I'm going to leave these ones to last, so we're going to pop those to the side. All I'm going to do now is stick these in, and then let's let people have a little catch up. So let's
probably
just pop these.
Good time for a bit of a lie down.
So just literally using my tape, popping this into the centre, like so. And actually before, just in case anyone wants to stick their other section, I'm not going to stick this one just yet, because what you want to do, you want to make a little, in fact, let's do it, Ben. Let me grab, now I've put it down. I knew that would happen. I thought, put it somewhere safe. It's acetate, there it is. Thought I'd end up losing it. You just want to cut yourself a little strip of acetate. So let me just, grab my foot still out. I'm just going to take just a sliver off. So probably about, I would say 3 millimetre.
Okay.
You don't need it very big, so let me just pop that to the side and I will show you on the card so you can see it. So it's just this like little sliver there.
Oh yeah.
There we go. And what's going to happen, we're going to stick this onto here. So what I am going to do, we're going to put it right onto the edge, and I'm going, now you could, if you wanted to, put it on the back, but I think this would be good because you then just hide most of it under here, because this is going to be covering up. So we're just going to stick that into place. So what I am going to do is pop some red liner tape. So you're going to just take your red liner tape, like so. Because this is super strong, we're going to make sure that we place that right there on the edge. And just trim that one down. And the same at the bottom.
Jeanette's going to try the copy paper with the mirror card.
Yes,
yeah, give it a go.
It does what I've tried it before, and it does help. It definitely helps, yeah.
We say hi to Paul Peterson, who's joined us from South Texas, and Hillary and Holly Colley join us as well. Hearty hello and a hearty woof to you, Holly. Beth Metzger's joined us from a cold North Dakota. And Stephen Nicole says, good evening, Ben and Debbie. Hello. And hi, Ben and Debbie, says Wendy Graham, and all the community and crafters. It's like Christmas morning. I had 10 parcels delivered.
Oh, that's a lot of parcels.
What you get, Wendy, let us know.
A lot of parcels.
The actual Christmas morning soon. It is 6 weeks today.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It is bonkers.
Can't wait. I love Christmas.
Can't think of much I want this year. It'll be a cheap Christmas for my family.
Yeah, never. But did I hear you trying to tell someone about a secret Santa, what you would like?
Oh, well, on the earlier show, we were talking about Leanne's knitted Tony the Tiger jumper that she had knitted for her by her mum when she was little. So I was saying I would actually quite like a Tony the Tiger jumper. So if my Secret Santa is listening and knows how to knit, start making a jumper now. Large, please. Maybe an XL. I like it a little bit baggy. A little bit of baggy.
Do you know who else would probably like that? Liam. He likes his...
he likes his baggy jumpers, doesn't he?
He likes funky jumpers, yeah.
I like his Jerry one that he wears.
Jerry.
He has Tom and Jerry jumper, doesn't he? He's got Jerry the Mouse on one of his
I don't think I've seen that one. I've seen the latest one, which is the...
Muppets.
The what?
The Muppets.
No, I was thinking of Snoopy, not Snoopy.
Snoop Dogg.
No, Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo.
Oh, Scooby-Doo.
I got there eventually.
That's
Scooby.
what I was thinking of, not the Muppets. Not the Muppets.
Scooby-Doo, yeah. Yeah, that's very good. It's like a puzzle, is it? With
different parts of their body. Isn't it different parts of their body making one character? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Scooby's head on Shaggy's body on Velma's legs.
That's it, yeah. Right, so there we go. So now we've got our card ready to go, and we've got our acetate piece inside, and then we will start to create with our touch of sparkle in a second. So I'll let you get all caught up with those. Excellent stuff.
Liz, you know what? I don't even remember what I said yesterday. Yes, you reminded me. What did I put on my Christmas list? String. That is correct, yes. You wanted some string, yeah, but I want lots of string to be able to create more masterpieces like King Ben Fisher. If you didn't watch yesterday, you have no idea what I'm talking about. I'll show you later. Jeffrey says, happy hump day, Debbie and Ben, and the magnificent, fantastic crew from New Hampshire. Thank you. And Debbie says, Paula Kutz, I love watching you live. You're a hoot. When she realises that she's live, she's even funnier. Pre-records, not so much. Not so really that funny at all.
I'm really boring, really boring.
Yeah, pre-records. And in between shows as well. Oh, so dull. Oh, here comes Debbie. Oh, God. Turns it on for the cameras though. Little Bear says, just flicking through the layout collection recipe cards, oodles of good ideas and all the materials needed to make the cards are included. I cannot wait to get started. We'll come back in just a short while, give you opportunity to catch up. I will show you everything that we've got because you're going to need the touch of sparkle if you want to be able to create this card. So we've got the kind of essentials and then the accessories on the show as well. So we'll take you through all of that in just a little while. But in the meantime, great opportunity for you to get any carts and baskets checked out. Great opportunity to ask any questions and just generally interact with us because remember, at the end of the show, we will be giving away a lovely little die set to celebrate World Kindness Day. You can also chat to us about the most kind thing that someone has done for you recently. So do that and we'll meet you back here very shortly.
When I'm working, it's quite busy because I have to get up really early to come into work if I'm going to be travelling from London. But otherwise, I'm quite lazy. I spend a lot of time in bed. Best part of my day is when we come in and I get to see everybody. I really enjoy being up here. It's really nice to see all my friends and this is my happy place. I do like to see everyone and also, of course, if Christina's in, I'm getting my breakfast from Christina before I start the day. Early riser without a doubt, never a night owl. I'm in bed at 9:30. Bath at night, shower in the morning. I'm very clean. Tea, the colour of He-Man. Both. I like pancakes with bacon and maple syrup. Craft along because there's always a softer side to craft along. My phone, my life is my phone. Yeah, the phone and the dog. Unless they're coming up here and I can't bring the dog in. My favourite lunch isn't lunch. My favourite lunch is afternoon tea. That's what I'd like. Lots of selection of sandwiches, some scones, or scones, some cream and jam, and some little cakes. But I couldn't have it every day because I'd be the size of a house. Oh, that changes to the moment. My favourite song at the moment is Natasha Bedingfield, Unwritten. Or make myself a cup of tea and go and have a bath.
I like to get up, chill, relax, get a cup of tea, then get myself sorted. And if I'm presenter, I'll write all my notes. If I'm the demonstrator, I'll get my prep out, have another look at it, make sure that everything is the way it needs to be for the show, do the show. Then what I'll do is I'll grab something to eat. Then have another look at the sheets again, making sure the next show's all good to go. Then we do that show, tidy. I always like to make sure that the area is nice and tidy, either for myself the next day or whoever's in. Jump in the car, head home. I will quickly unpack what I need to unpack and then I get on that sofa as quick as I can. As soon as we go live, I love that within our live shows, I always get the butterflies. As soon as we get that countdown in our ear that we're just going live, butterflies kick in and within about 10-15 seconds, I'm going. Butterflies have gone and we just enjoy the show. Early riser. Oh, shower in the morning. Tea. Oh, savoury breakfast. Masterclass. My mobile phone. Oh, anything with chicken. Currently, it is the weekend, Blind and Light, and it has been for about a couple of years, and I still love it. Apart from jumping in the car, chilling on the sofa, watching TV.
Come in, check my emails, Then lay the straws out in the studio, set pack shots up. Then I will get new poles, pick straws, solve any problems that need solving. We deal with other teams where we receive marketing suites, we receive boards. We pick samples to send to Hobby Maker. We pick samples to send to QVC. We will take the previous shows out of the studios, set the new shows up. We do floor manage occasionally, not all the time, making sure that the craft expert presenters have everything at hand that they need. Anything that they haven't got during shows, we will run about and get the products for them. I think on a morning when it's really quiet, I can get more done when there's nobody else in the building. Night owl. Morning. Coffee on a morning, tea the rest of the day. Savoury. Normally lunchtime. Craft along. Mobile phone. Christina's chicken wrap. Barry White. You're my first, my last, my everything. Go home and make the tea.
Word up, folks. Welcome back. Hi to Hilary, says, I've made quite a few cards with a touch of sparkle. They look fab. I heat embossed the stamp bit. I'm very pleased. Jeffrey says, Ms. Giggle is in the house and Ben is encouraging her to giggle more. Why would you not want to hear that giggle? And you don't have to do much to make Debbie laugh either.
I know.
See?
I laugh. Do you know why? I don't know why I laugh, because I do tend to laugh at everything. And in fact, this is true funny story today. Tracy coming to tell me something that she was annoyed about, and I literally looked at her and just laughed. And she literally just looked at me and turned away and walked away.
I can't remember. There was a day once.
I didn't know what to say.
There was a day once where you were just like, I can't remember what you were doing, but I think it must have been before a show, and you were just walking along, laughing to yourself.
I think it was
and
the tray with water in it from the cleaning the things, and I was giggling because I thought I was going to spill the water, so I was giggling at myself, yeah.
Hilary says, my sister-in-law, Frank's mum, has been very kind to me today. My washer broke and she spun all my washing for me. There you go. That's kindness there. I love that. World Kindness Day. What have you done today? What have you done today to make me feel proud? What have you done today, or what has someone done for you that's kind? Barbara R says, hello again, everyone. My cat claimed my hand for a pillow at the start of the show and has finally released it. Cats, eh? I'd love to have a cat again. Hi, everyone. I always say that. Says Tim C. Just in from work. Hope everyone is well. Little bear. Yeah, if anyone... And it's my Secret Santa's watching. I'll have a cat, please. A rescue one, not a kitten. I visited friends this afternoon, says Little Bear, and I was treated to homemade pudding and custard and tea, of course. There you go, that's kind. Janice says, an unexpected parcel arrived. It was a positive pig from a very good friend, along with a note to say that she had put some money in my account to get a takeaway. A lovely gesture in a rough time. Well, that is a lovely gesture, Janice. That is
so
very
lovely.
kind.
But what is a positive pig?
That was going to be my next question. What is a positive pig? Please let us know. Feel free to send in a picture. And Isabel Laird says, hi from East Kilbride. I'm catching up, but I will definitely be making this card. If you want to make this card, then you will need the Touch of Sparkle goodies. The accessories, of course, you will need. Now, what you're going to get in the accessories set is your Pick Me Up, Put Me Down tool. I think that's what it's called. Pick Me Up, Put Me Down.
Picky up, pokey down tool.
Piggy up.
Pokey down tool.
Piggy up.
Picky up.
Piggy.
Picky.
Picky piggy.
Pick up, picky.
Picky up.
Picky up.
Picky up.
Pokey down tool.
You also get one of your little refills to be able to pick that up as well, and then a little bag of extra refills. So you get the 3 refills alongside the one that you've got within your actual little tool. You're also going to get your gem adhesive. So this is your little bottle of glue that you are going to be using with the zillions of gems and pearls that you're going to be getting within this set. And I mean, zillions might be over-egging the pudding a little bit. However, you do get absolutely loads. So this is your, I really want to open this, but I won't. This is your little tray of gems. So there are 9 colours in here, and there are over 11,000 gems within this set. Are there really?
Are you going to count them? 1,
1, 2, 3, 4.
I think it's right. Over 11,000.
5, 6. Let me just. 6, 7, yeah. It's about 11,000, roughly 11,000. But look at all the beautiful colours that you're going to get in there. Super sparkly, a whole array of stunning colours in there. And they come in that beautiful little case with your little tabs that hook down to make sure that those will stay in place for you. Oh yes, 3 mil times 1,000. 5 mil times 250. That's what it says on the front. Well, that's not 11,000 at all, is it? It's just over, it's 1,250. Oh, per segment.
Yes,
that's
per segment.
Probably what it is.
Yes. Over 11,000.
It's over 11,000. This one is approximately 9,000 pearls you're going to be getting in there. So again, you've got all of those fantastic coloured pearls, all segmented off for you. And again, those are included within the accessories collection. So it is £46.40 or $58.40 for all of those. Now, of course, you can apply your pearls and your gems to whatever you want to be honest with you. However, again, if you want to make this project, then you will need this next kit because it's got all of your stamps, dies and templates in it. And this is such a cool idea because I think with the pick me up, poke me down, pick me up. By the way, it's technically called the wax tool on the website in case you're looking for it. Don't start typing in piggy up, poke me down, whatever. It's wax tool. But pick me up, what is it?
Picky up, pokey down.
Pokey down tool. So if you've got that, that's going to take away that hassle of you trying to pick up those individual little pearls and gems with your tweezers and them getting, you know, lost and chucked all over the place. So we've got rid of that. And then we've also got rid of the whole thing of you going, oh, I don't know where to put these gems now to make it look amazing, because we've put together the Essentials collection. And within each of these sets, you get this, which is brilliant. So you get the stamp, you get the die, and then you get your little template here, which allows you to pop down your gems or your pearls in exactly the place that you want them to be. And size, because initially when I saw this, Debbie, I was thinking, oh, well, hang on a minute. You put that down, then you put your gems on. When you lift that off, it's going to take all the gems away, but it doesn't, does it?
It doesn't
it's
at all.
Perfectly sized to lift off.
It's just very clever.
Yeah.
Yeah, very clever system.
So it's just an easy way, this alongside your wax tool, to be able to create the most stunning pieces. So this one here, of course, is the star. You get the die, as I say, to be able to cut out the stamped image with the template, and you get a little sentiment within each one. So that one says wonder. Then you've got your beautiful angel. So again, you can stamp that one, die cut it out. Then you've got your template to be able to sparkle up her wings. You've got your present. I mean, a lot of these are sort of Christmas skewed, but I kind of think you can use that one year round. Obviously, you've got the Noel sentiment there, but you could just obviously make a card without. Here's the snowflake, which we are going to be seeing in action in a few moments' time. That comes with the sentiment believe. Then you've got your bauble, or as you guys call it in the States, your ornament. And again, just use all of these in conjunction with each other to layer down your gems to get the very best out of this. Then you've got your wreath, Once again, layer that one up. You've got joy as your sentiment there. Christmas tree, I absolutely love that. Again, you choose the colours that you want to work with, but we've given you that template to make sure that that is going to sparkle and shine, no problem at all. And then lastly, I really like this. We've included some mistletoe. And again, gems that will work. Gems that will work really nicely on that one too. And it comes, of course, with the sentiment love.
Why do people kiss under the mistletoe? What is the tradition of that? Why do people do that?
We are going to find out with our resident mistletoe expert, producer Nicola. She will just send me the answer to that question in just a few moments' time. Shall we get, right, there's loads of comments coming in, but shall we get back to the demo? So are we going to be sparkling now?
Yes, we are. So I'm going to use the snowflake, and as Ben just showed you, you've got your die, you've got your sentiment, you've got your stamp, and you've got your stencil. So we're going to be, first of all, using our die cut. So this one here, we're going to cut out of our white cardstock, and actually, why we've got the white cardstock, we're going to cut the believe out as well.
Right.
So just using both of these, we don't need that. We're going to cut 2 of the white, and then we're going to cut 2 of the silver as well. So
apparently, the tradition of kissing under the mistletoe became popular in the 1800s, especially with the Victorians. In Victorian England, a girl who refused a kiss under the mistletoe was expected to go without marriage proposals for at least a year.
Oh.
It still doesn't explain why mistletoe was the chosen plant. If anyone knows, let us know.
Someone's obviously just made that up and decided that mistletoe is that sort of, maybe that is right.
Producer Nicholas just said it sounds like the Victorians just wanted to kiss each other, basically. So
why not?
Any excuse.
Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just, I don't know why I've not even thought about that before.
No, I know what you mean.
Is.
Do you have mistletoe in your house at Christmas?
No.
No.
No. No, never.
Debbie's house is a kiss-free zone, Nicholas.
I kiss everyone, me.
Yeah, well, she goes around with a mistletoe hat on at Christmas.
I know,
so.
exactly. I don't need mistletoe to tell me I can kiss anyone. We're definitely a kissy family. Like, even like my dad comes round, I give my dad a kiss and a cuddle. And, you know, my brother, my sister-in-law, kiss them on the cheeks when they come in.
Aww.
My granddaughters, we all kiss. Yeah, we kiss when we see each other, we kiss when we leave.
Aww.
Just always been that way, yeah.
So that's why you don't need mistletoe?
No, probably not.
You don't need a sprig of mistletoe to tell you when to kiss.
Yeah, we do have quite a tactile family, I think that's what they say. Right, so we've got our 2 here, and and I've just realised we never had the new stencil and stamping platform when we had these.
No.
So now it's even better because these will stick to it and you can get precision stamping. Like that. Right, so while we've still got this die out, I'm now going to cut 2 of the silver ones. So just pop that on there and we will just trim that one down. And I'm also going to cut a believe as well into that one. So.
Whilst you're cutting, Isabel says, the ladies in my art class today were very kind and cleared away all my materials and put them away for me. Ooh, I've torn my meniscus and I can't walk. So they were looking after their teacher. Well, I hope you get better soon, and that was very kind of them.
Absolutely.
Hi, Jessica, and hi to Cheryl and Violet, who says, my husband and I fixed 100 goodie Christmas bags to take to the flood victims in the mountains of North Carolina. The law enforcement staff plan to distribute them at the Christmas parade. Well, that is very kind of you on World Kindness Day.
That's really lovely. I didn't realise it was World Kindness Day.
No.
I do love that idea about popping some money if you've got someone's bank details to get them a takeaway. I think that's a really...
When I was on the radio, I tell you I used to work in radio. When I was in radio, back in the day, we used to do random act of kindness days where we would go out and do stuff like, for example, we'd go into a supermarket and we would wait for someone to do their shopping and then pay for their shopping. And people, we used to make me...
So I've paid for someone's shopping before.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, yeah. Only because their card was declined.
Oh, no.
Yes.
How much was their shop, though?
£36. I always remember it was £36. So, yeah, and it was a young mum with a baby.
Oh, that's really kind.
Yeah, and that was quite a long time ago. Down in I was in Peterborough. And that's where it was down
I was going to
there.
say that, but when we did the random act of kindness, people were always very suspicious as to why you were doing it. I think people find it hard sometimes
Yes.
to accept kindness.
I think it's more accepted nowadays. I think we live in a world where we just have to be kinder.
Yeah,
and
true
we
that.
have to be nicer, and people's struggles are real. So I think people are more accepting that they need help nowadays, where I think it was seen as a weakness before, wasn't
Yeah.
it? People didn't used to, you'd always say, I'm not a charity case. That used to be the thing I
Oh,
remember.
yeah.
People used to say, I'm not a charity case. And like, it's not about being a charity case. Like,
So
you
be
need help,
kind.
you need help. And I think there's definitely more people, there's people that are more fortunate than others. I think
Yeah.
that's just the way of the world. I've always seen myself as quite a fortunate person. I think I'm, you know, and I mean, we all have our ups and downs,
We
but
do.
on the main, I think I'm quite a lucky person. I mean, depends how you class yourself lucky, but I feel like I've had two marriages that have not lasted, but I still feel like I'm quite optimistic.
Yeah, that's it. Glass half full kind of person.
Yeah, absolutely. I just think, you know, I'm not somebody that looks back.
No.
I think I wouldn't have my lovely children if it wasn't for, you know, those marriages. So, yeah, you have to sort of I like to take the positives out of
That's
things.
it. Don't dwell in the past. Always look to the future.
Absolutely. So what's the positive pig? Is it actually a pig you send to somebody?
We'll show it in a second. Janice has sent in a picture of that positive pig, so we will see it.
So what I'm doing here, Ben, is I've got my translucent ink pad, and I am just going to dust just on the top here with my anti-static bag, and we're going to use our translucent ink. So it's that's a dirty ink pad. Look at that.
Oh,
I think
yes,
I'm
the
gonna
dirty studio ink
change.
pad.
That's a Sheena ink pad, is it, that one? Let's try this one. We always blame Sheena. Oh, that's not good either. Well, I don't think I've got one. Do you know what? I'm just going to get a light colour. So let me grab this one. Spar blue, that will do. That's quite a light colour, because I'm actually going to use a white embossing powder. Normally I use a clear one, but I'm actually going to use a white one. So just going to tap this over the top. So it'll give me a slight colour, but I'm not worried because it will be covered. So just pop that onto there. I'm just checking I've got that. Nope. Is that the way? Nope.
Oh, hello. That must be the way.
That's not the way.
Oh.
Is that the one? That's it. That's
Yeah.
the way. That's the one. So I've got to remember, Crafter's Companion is pointing that way.
Right.
So there we go, we just see the outline. I'm going to do it a couple of times because I really want to get a nice lot of wet ink onto there. So stamp that again. Again. There we go, you can see it a little bit more, but I'm going to do one more layer down there. It's quite a nice colour, this one, to stamp in.
Nice. Which one is it?
It's the Spar Blue.
Welcome back, everybody. My name's Ben Moseby. Thanks for watching Crafters TV. Apologies for the gremlin that we had there. We basically crashed the system, and you'll laugh at this. This is very funny. If you have just joined us, by the way, we're in the midst of a craft along, all things sparkly. So we've been talking today about the fact that it is World Kindness Day. And we've been asking you to send in your messages. Yeah, if you want to chat about kindness, you can. The last kind thing somebody did for you, whatever, you can chat along to us. We've got a prize to give away at the end of the show if you comment. But we had a message from Janice who said that her friend sent her a positive pig, right, as a kind thing. Oh, that's really kind, that's really lovely. So, Janice, could you send in your picture of the positive pig? The reason the show just went off air is because we tried to upload the picture of the positive pig who didn't have a positive outcome. No, the pig crashed the whole of Crafters TV. So let's have a look at the picture now. Let's have a look at the reason for the last crash. It's this little blighter, the not so positive pig.
Well, I've never heard of a positive pig, but I love that.
That's so
It's a
cute.
new thing. You send someone a positive pig. I mean, someone's actually crocheted that, haven't they? I mean, how amazing
Says,
is that?
I may be a tiny pig, but I believe in you. Let me go and crash Crafters. No, it says, I believe in you. Go do your thing. That is super cute, Janice. I can
Love
understand
that. It's so
why you love to
amazing.
receive that. How funny, though, that that's crashed and taken us off air. That is so funny. Thank you, everybody, for your patience. We are back. I'll read some more of your comments shortly, but it is the Sparkle Craftalon that we're doing, featuring the Touch of Sparkle accessories and the sort of main collection. And just when we lost you, you were... What were you doing? I can't even remember.
I just...
You were... I don't even
wasn't that
know.
long ago, Ben. I just stamped.
Oh, yes.
And I put on my embossing powder. Well, I had to put on the embossing powder, otherwise it would have dried. So I put the embossing powder on, and then I just heat embossed it. So I hope that's okay for everyone, because if I hadn't have done that, then it would have dried. But you can see we've got that heat embossing on there. So I've created a resist technique onto there for you. So that's as far as we've got. I didn't do any more apart from just my embossing powder and then heated it up. And I've put my glasses down somewhere.
Oh, no.
They're just behind me. I'm just going to run and get
go grab them.
So
Janice, by the way, it's all funny. Like, don't apologise. We think it's hilarious. And it happens sometimes. Sometimes it's my fault, really, because we've had problems recently where our system, if we upload a photo, sometimes it does like affect the output for some reason. So, like before, you know, we've asked for pictures for cats, and then we get a load through, and the system crashes. It's just a little anomaly that sometimes happens. Just so happens this time. Funnily enough, it was your positive pig that crashed the system, and we think it's hilarious. Right, back to you, Debbie.
Right, so I've got 2 ink pads. I only used my Midnight before, but actually I think I'm going to do a bit of a darker colour in the middle and then do the ocean blue around the edges. So let's just go in with that beautiful ocean blue, bring that around because it is gorgeous, a gorgeous colour. And what's going to happen is this white embossing powder is going to act as our resist technique. So just all the way around, we're going to colour that whole one. Now obviously you can do this in different colours. I've done this to match the colours that we did out of our paper pad. So once I've got that, I'm going to go in with a darker colour in the centre, just to give that some real brightness. A little bit more. Like so, you can see that white shines through beautifully. Look at that. And then what I'm going to do is also with one of our other, here we go, our other ones that we had, I'm just going to put some ink onto here as well. So just going around the edges, I'm going to go in with the ocean blue, literally just blending that right into the centre, like so. So we're just filling all of that gap. And then I'm going to go, once we've got the middle section, I'm just going to go round the edges with the darker blue, just to really draw our eye in. This is where we're going to put our sentiment on them in the middle.
Yeah.
And I wanted to get the ink in done because I want to get this a little bit more dry so we can, when we put our gem glue on, it's going to adhere to this beautifully. And you can put as much or as little ink as you want onto there.
Mm-hmm.
So just a little bit more onto this side. There we go. I'm just going to blend that a little bit more. So we've got not so sort of streaky patches there. There we go. I'm going to leave it at that. So that one's going to go to the side. Pop our lids back on. Just have a quick clear up. And then we're going to bring in our stencil. So stencil and this one here. So let me just grab a wipe to clear up. And then just wipe our ink away so we don't get that everywhere. And kitchen towel, here we go.
Lots of love coming through for the pig, by the way.
Was amazing. How lovely to get that. Such a beautiful gift.
Yeah.
So with this one, Ben, what I like to do is to hold it up so you can see where it's going to go. So by holding it up, you can see through it to see exactly where your gems are going to go and to line them up. So we're going to line that up just like so, which looks perfect. And then I'm going to turn it over, and I always like to put my tape down onto the back. So just a little bit of tape, like so, to hold that into place. So then when we turn that back over, that's going to stay. I'm just double checking that that's in the right place. Yep, perfect. And then we're going to do some gluing.
Okay.
So it's going with our glue. I'm going to give that a shake. Make sure that glue's mixed. And we'll do a little bit of a time, just in case anybody, so we'll do it in real time, so if anybody is crafting with us, let's just start with our bigger sections. So I'm going to go in and put our glue into all them larger sections. And literally just poking it down, not even squeezing.
Just whilst just sticking, we can say hi to Al, who's joined us. Hi, Ben and Debs. I'm so glad to see my faves back together, he says. Sending love and hugs.
Yeah, he's had a busy couple of days.
He's had a busy couple of days.
Yes, I mean, it was in London 2 days running, actually, because he was taking his daughter to a concert at the O2.
Oh, he was in London for 2 days running. I thought you said he was in London 2 days running.
Oh, running.
So, yeah, getting fit.
One was working and one was taking his daughter to a concert they bought for her birthday.
Oh, what concert was it?
It's a weird, yeah, I'm not going to say the name of the band. It was a very, very weird name. But yeah, it's the O2.
Oh, no, I remember you telling me now. I remember you telling me.
Yeah. So, yeah, they've got a weird name. I mean, not really swear words, but just a weird name for a band.
Yeah, the Positive Pigs, they were called.
The what?
The Positive Pigs.
The Positive Pigs.
Yeah.
Don't say that again, you'll crash the system. So just turning my gems over with my pokey tool, and then pop that on, and then turn that round, just making sure that's in place. And then we can just go in, and exactly where we've put that glue, we're just going to hover our gems over the top, just place down.
Just whilst you're picking up and popping down, Sarah Muir says, I always seem to struggle with heat embossing. It warps the card, or is that supposed to happen?
So it can warp the card. I would say that if it warps it too much, you're probably leaving the heat on it for too long.
Right.
Once you put it down, so once you actually stick it to something, it goes flat again.
Right.
So I wouldn't worry too much about it, but yes, if you don't heat it for too long, then it tends to be a little bit better. Something like what we've done here is not so bad, because it's we've done it does it quite quickly. So just turning a few more over. Yeah, some people, I think also it will depend on the weight of the card.
Yeah.
Gem doesn't want, okay. Gem didn't want to turn over at all. So one in the centre.
Just whilst you're sticking down, Cat Butt says, kindness. Someone in Montrose randomly posts Christmas cards to people with a £5 in them, and no one knows who it is. That's quite kind.
That's really nice.
Nicola's just gone, would they like my address?
That's very funny. I can send my address.
And Barbara R says, back when I was driving, I would pay for the meal for the car behind me in the line at a Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's or Arby's. That's quite a sweet thing to do.
Yeah, that's a really nice thing to do.
We have in our village, I think I've posted it on my Facebook page before, but we have, I think it's the ladies from our local WI who make little embroidered like hearts with little messages in, and they hang them around the village on like trees and at the bus stop and things like that for you to find. And you can either choose to take them home, or again you can like read the message and then pop them into a different place. It's really super cute.
Oh, that's really nice. Yeah, that's really lovely. Oh, just noticed I've got one missing there. Let me just pop that one down before I miss that one. So I've put my clear sparkly ones on first, and then we're just going to go in now, and I'm going to do these ones around the edges. So we're going to do it sort of different because I want to put some different colours in.
Yeah.
So we're going to put some blues in these ones. And the glue literally hovers at the top, so you don't need to worry about squeezing. Don't squeeze the glue. So let's pop these little ones around the edges. Such a mindful craft, this one.
Yeah.
And so clever, because there's lots of things on the market, Ben, where you can add gems to it. You do the, I think, is it diamond art? I think.
Well, you get like the big pictures, don't you, that you add all of the, the gems to, don't you? Much sort of bigger projects which people love to do.
Yeah, absolutely. But I've never seen anything like this where you get a stencil.
No.
That you can place.
Makes it easy for you, doesn't it? Like you say, and makes something which has the potential of being a faff a lot easier and a lot more mindful, because it's not mindful when you're trying to pick up those tiny gems with a pair of tweezers and they're falling all over the floor, is it? That's a faff.
Yeah,
but this
absolutely.
is, watching you do this is almost as relaxing as watching someone colouring.
Yes, totally. Yeah, it's a really nice craft.
Christine Mahoney. This little piggy went to market, this little piggy stayed home, this little piggy had roast beef, and this little piggy had none. And this little positive piggy crashed the Crafters TV show and cried wee 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 all the way to the next show, where we all thought how cute he was and all was forgiven. And the piggy was positive again.
I love that.
Thank you, Christine.
So good. I do love that positive pig, though. I think that's really lovely. So nice.
To send some positive
pigs
pigs around.
Let us know if you've made positive pigs or have sent them. So yeah, it'd be good to hear. And then let's go in with some more now.
Whilst you're sticking, we can say hi to Helen Baker. Says hi, Ben and Debbie, from a cold North Wales. Hello. Sarah Muir said, thank you, Debbie, for the advice. I shall try that again at the weekend. I tried heating from underneath as well, and it still did it. Well, let us know how you get on, Sarah. Rosalind's in Maryland, just getting in from running errands. And Diane says, it's blinging now. This is so pretty. Stephen Nicole says, I post homemade Christmas cards around to my neighbours. Well, that's a lovely thing to do.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Aya's just asked you, this is an interesting one. Can we use glitter paste through the stencil that you're using now, or the stencils that we've got, instead of gems? Or
absolutely.
You could?
Yeah, no reason at all why you wouldn't be able to use your glitter paste, yes.
The holes are quite small though, aren't they? That's
They're very small, so I wouldn't use chunky glitter.
No.
Do you know, you get your chunky glitter paste, just your finer ones, but you'd still be able to put them through, yeah.
Oh, okay.
The other thing you could put through as well, you could use your glue gel.
Yeah.
In fact, I think not glue. Yeah, glue.
Your glitter glue.
Yes.
Yeah, we got that at the show.
We've got them on the shows. Yes, you can put them through as well. So because as soon as you pull away, that would just be left in place.
Yes. Oh, okay. So lots of different things that we can use, not just
absolutely.
Zillion gems.
But while you've got all these gems, you might as well use them.
Well, exactly right.
They are stunning. So I think that's all. Oh, no, we've got some more. Got some more.
Nadia's just said, speaking of kindness, a lovely person from the crafting community was super kind. Last week, Craig made a card with the number 8 and used the shaving foam technique papers to create it. I commented about how my daughter was thrilled to see the card, being it was her 8th birthday. A viewer recreated the card and it arrived today with lots of gifts.
How nice
I'm
is that?
so touched being in the hospital and not being able to celebrate her birthday, as I would like This has made her day. She's a very simple child. She loves to craft, and handmade gifts are her favourites. The kindness of this viewer and community, my daughter will never forget.
That
That's
is
so lovely.
So nice. The crafting community is quite an amazing community, isn't it?
Yeah. You've got some lovely people. That's why we always refer to our viewers as like a family, because, you know,
Yep, absolutely.
such a lovely bunch of people. And when you hear stories like that, it's amazing. Jeffrey just says, I was at a local bakery getting my morning fix when I went to pay. I told it didn't cost me because someone had paid and given me a $25 card along with it. Totally out of the blue and highly appreciated. It's nice when we're kind to each other, isn't it?
So much nice. I mean, it makes you feel good, doesn't it?
It does make you feel good.
I don't know why anyone would want to be horrible, if I'm honest.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, it definitely, I mean, there's something to be said for doing something nice, but actually something also to be said by making yourself feel good about things.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we all have, we are all in need at some time in our life, aren't we?
Yeah, and like you say, I think if you're doing the positive thing for somebody, you then obviously feel happy yourself, don't you? Because you're doing a nice thing for
Totally.
another person. And you guys will know that, being crafters. You know, how lovely is it to make a homemade card for somebody and to see the appreciation from that recipient? It's a lovely thing.
Yeah, really
Crafting.
lovely.
Really lovely.
Right, I've got one more row which we're going to go in, I think, with our darker blue again. And I quite like those darker blue ones. And just add around the edges. I'm actually doing this without even looking at the time. How we're doing all good for time. Loads of time. No more positive pigs.
No more positive pigs.
We want to get the craft along done.
Yeah. If you are crafting along at home, do let us know. Although the positive pig did make our day here at Crafters TV. Brought us some positivity, some laughs, whilst also creating some chaos. But we like that. We love a bit of chaos on a Wednesday night.
Such a lovely thing to do. I've never heard of it before.
I really want to get you a positive pig now.
In my head, I'm thinking, what pig, how can I make a positive pig? I want to send a positive pig to somebody. I don't know how to crochet, so does a positive pig have to be crocheted, or could it just be a pig?
I think you could just buy your own little pig, couldn't you?
Any pig. Do we have a pig? Do we have a pig dye?
Don't we have? Isn't there a set from way back when where you could?
We need a
make your own
positive
pig.
pig collection.
Well, you never know. I'd love a little piggy collection. That would be so cool.
Right. Oh, I don't want to put those away because I also want to put, so I'm just going to pop that to the side. And what I want to do with this one, so we're going to take this off now. So all you're going to do is just make sure. Now, you can, the tool that you've got here, it's got a flat end to it. So you could go and poke all those tools down, but actually just put the lid back on and just go round, because it's a lot quicker and a lot easier.
Yeah.
And that will just make sure that they're all stuck beautifully into place. So just making sure. You might get the odd one which has got too much glue on that might pull up, but just stick it back down, it'll be absolutely fine. So once you've done that, I'm going to turn that over, take my piece of tape away. Let's just take that up. So take that off. And then this is where the magic happens.
Here we
so
go.
Literally, we're
Ooh,
just
you can see
going
the
to
sparkle.
pull that up and take that down there and just pull each one away like, oh, one more, just one there was at the bottom there. So we nearly did just that one.
But you can pop that on straight after, can't you?
It's all done.
Beautiful.
Just that very last one at the bottom, but let me just wiggle that. So look at that. I mean, so beautiful.
Yeah.
Absolutely stunning. Oh, I'm missing a blue there. They've just pointed out blue at the top there. Up this one. Hang on. Find a blue. That was never going to go the right way up, was it? Let's just pop that into there. There we go.
Nice.
We are sorted. Right, so once I've done that one,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to go back to this one here. So let's just pop this into place, because all I want here, so don't feel like you have to do the whole thing, we're just going to do the edges. So again, I'm just going to take a little bit of tape, just so we can place that down on the back. So just make sure that's in place, pop that one down. And then all I want to do is just do the 2 on the ends. So 1 there, all the way round. And that's just going to tie in then with what we've done. There we go. So someone was asking about the message earlier.
Someone asked about the message,
you could write
yeah.
on this one. We're going to put our believe in this, our die cut that we did. So I think we'll have a few little gems. But yes, you could absolutely put your message onto this one. Just going to do these. The Aurora Borealis. I always call it Borealis. Is it Borealis?
Borealis.
Borealis.
Yeah.
Borealis.
Aurora Borealis. Jane's just saying, I would like to thank everyone on this site for always being so kind. As I say, it's my morning therapy and I always feel better after watching.
Oh, that's a really nice
I'd
thing
like to thank you,
say.
Jane, for sending in your jokes every day. Always appreciate those. And thank you to Carolyn Cooey, who says, this is going to be gorgeous. It really is.
We are getting there, aren't we?
We are. So what have we got left to do after this then?
So we're going to make our card. We're going to put our sentiment on. And yeah, that's it. I think we've got a few offers to show people, haven't we?
Yeah.
We've got some samples as well.
Yeah.
Let's do this one. Onto there. Oh, and we've got snowflakes to cut out. and
Haven't you
stick
already
on
made
as
the
well.
card?
Yes.
Oh, right. I was going to say, I'm sure we did that at the start of the show.
Yeah, we've done it, apart from we haven't decorated it and we haven't done our sentiment yet.
Gotcha.
So just pull that one out. Take that off.
You're getting lots of beautifuls
There
and
it is.
stunnings and pretties coming through on the comments for your beautiful touch of sparkle. It's worth grabbing, isn't it, if you haven't got it already?
Absolutely. Oh, I've got one on my finger, so I knew that must have come off from somewhere. There we go. So there we go. We'll just put that on the ends there. So we're going to pop them to the side. Let's pop this one into here. How are we doing for time? Shall we let people catch up with their little blinging, and and then we'll get back on to finishing our card.
Keep the comments coming. Linda says, I've got this set, but I haven't used it yet. This is a great demo, and I shall have to save this show. Hello also to Carol Byrne, who's just joined us, saying, what a beautiful card, Debbie. And thank you to Christine, who says, Ben, you told me to let you know about our Family Feud audition. Oh, yes, I remember you were doing the audition. You say, so we had the audition a couple of Mondays ago, and we think we couldn't have done any better. We really did good. They said we should know within 4 to 6 weeks from that audition, and I cannot wait. I hope we are on the show. It will be in Atlanta, Georgia, and they fly us out there and put us up in a hotel.
Oh, wow. Very nice.
And I guess you can probably win like quite a good bit of money, can't you? Because I think Family Fortunes in this country, you can win a fairly decent whack. Let us know. If you do, Christine, remember this guy. Hey. Hi to Pat, who's saying how beautiful this is. And Jeanette says, just saying, the touch of sparkle makes magical cards. I love this snowflake. We are going to take a short little break, give you opportunity to get your carts and your baskets checked out, and also, if you are crafting along, the opportunity to catch up. When we come back, we'll finish off the project. Any more questions and comments, fire them in. Remember, at the end of the show, we will be giving away this die set to somebody who has commented, so you may as well send us a little hello, a little question or a little comment, and we will meet you back here in about 4 minutes' time.
Day-to-day looks like, on a normal day when I'm working from home, get up, breakfast, quick phone call with my daughter, and then I'm up in the craft room and I spend all my time in the craft room. If it's spending a day with the grandkids, that's it. That's my best part of the day, just spending time with family and those gorgeous little grandkids of mine. The best part of the day when I'm at work is when I go on air, because I absolutely love it. Both. I prefer a shower in the morning. I feel fresher. I feel that I can tackle my day. However, depending on how that day's been, I also would have a double shower, so I'd have one in the morning and one at night too. Absolutely, 100% coffee. Will always be coffee, and flavoured coffee is my favourite at the moment. Dare I say it's a full English breakfast, the full works, the beans, the tomatoes, the bacon, the sausage, and everything else that goes with a traditional English breakfast. Craft along. Every day of the week. I absolutely love going through the stages from the start of a project to the end of a project. So craft along is definitely my favourite choice. I can't leave without my lipstick. It's a given thing. I once didn't have a lipstick on me and Leanne helped me out that day. Kick off the shoes, sit down for a couple of minutes, just gather my thoughts and then grab my tea.
Come in, check my emails, then lay the shows out in the studio, set pack shots up. Then I will get new polls, pick shows, solve any problems that need solving. We deal with other teams where we receive marketing suites, we receive boards. We pick samples to send to Hobby Maker. We pick samples to send to QVC. We will take the previous shows out of the studios, set the new shows up. We do floor manage occasionally, not all the time, making sure that the craft expert presenters have everything at hand that they need. Anything that they haven't got during shows, we will run about and get the products for them. Think on a morning when it's really quiet, I can get more done when there's nobody else in the building. Night owl. Morning. Coffee on a morning, tea the rest of the day. Savoury. Normally lunchtime. Craft along. Mobile phone. Christina's chicken wrap. Barry White, you're my first, my last, my everything. Go home and make the tea.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for being with us tonight, and thank you for coming back after that little blip we had with the, the positive pig. I shall do the craft along later, says Stephen, as I'll have to get out all the items that's needed. If you are doing the item, the project later on, then please do make sure that you tag us in your make so that we can see them, particularly Debbie. It's always nice to see what you guys have made of them. Charlotte says, I spent way too much money on craft supplies in the last 3 months. I may have to keep spending though. I like this kit for the sparkle and the pearls, and I'd also need the dies as well. It's worthwhile jumping in for, and I think particularly if you're going for the accessories, you think about the thousands of gems and pearls that you're going to get within that. It's going to last you a long time, and that tool as well is really going to help you with placement. It takes away all of the faff for you, which is brilliant. Christine just said, I know if we win 5 shows in a row, instead of giving away a car, they'll be sending us on a trip with $2,000 each per person to spend, but each show you win what you win from playing against the other family. And I think if you go to the end and win the fast money, it's like $20,000.
Whoa.
All right, Christine? But not sure, you say, and that could have changed. That's more than they win in the UK show, I'm sure. And Sarah says, thank you, Ben, Debbie, Sheena, Debbie, Craig, Leanne, Sarah, and Crafters TV for keeping me positive with these crafty shows every day during my 2 months recovery. You give me a reason to smile and stay positive. Well, thank you so much, Sarah, for sending that lovely message, and we are so glad that you are here with us and staying positive. All right, we are going to finish off this lovely little craft along. So we've done our Touch of Sparkle snowflake. We've got our card ready, so what's next?
Yep, so let's stick it all down and then we're going to cut some of our snowflakes and get our card finished.
Okay.
So we've got our nesting dies that we cut out at the beginning. So we're going to stick these ones on. So, and actually, I think I'm going to put these, let me just grab some foam pads. I'm going to put them on from some foam pads just to put that a little bit higher. So onto the back there. Let's put just a couple or few on there. That'll be fine. And then that will just give that a little bit of height onto the back there, so that I have that silver rim, which is going to tie in then with our silver coming round there.
Yeah.
So that one is then going to go underneath, so that will settle straight into the middle there. So I'm going to use wet glue on this one, Ben, because then we have a bit of wiggle room, so if it goes in the wrong place we can sort of manoeuvre it into the right place.
So tacky this time, is it? Yeah.
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 So a little bit on there and then just go round the edges. This saves anything sort of squelching out.
Yeah.
So just pop that there. Gonna just close that in just so I can move that so the circle, the white circle, is right in the middle, and then that will follow through with the or follow around with that silver outline. So just popping that down, making sure our tacky glue holds all the way around, and then somewhere, where's that gone? I knew that would happen. Oh, there it is, underneath. We've got our star.
Oh, the little centre. Oh.
So now before we put this down,
Yep.
what I want to do is make sure that when we close this, that this goes in the correct place. So we want to put that so it's on top. So what we're going to do is just place that onto there first of all. And then, yep, so we can pop that right down into the middle. That's fitting right into the middle there. So we can stick that one down.
Mm-hmm.
Like so, and I'm just using my glue just to adhere that. So I know that we want that right at the top and at the sides. So it's literally touching all the corners there. And then when we put this one on, what I'm going to do is just check in where that's going to go. Perfect. And I'm actually going to adhere the whole of this back in.
Okay.
So I'm going to use my dots to start with, just to go round the edges. So we know that that's completely on. You could use a wet glue here, but I want it to work fairly quickly. So, because we're going to put, so we had the, oh, I forgot to put the silver, it doesn't matter though.
To do what?
So I forgot to put the silver, I was going to do a silver backing on the one in the middle, but I've already put it down, but it doesn't matter because it's not needed. And then I'm just going to put this glue on here, and I'll show you what I mean in a minute. So we cut two silver snowflakes out. So I was going to put one underneath this one, but I forgot about it. So you could either put that underneath or just leave it out. It doesn't really matter. This one is going to back on to this one, so it'll hold it in place. And then when you open your card, both sides will have something on them.
Love it.
So what we're going to do with this one is, again, just put some glue into place, like so. Just making sure that all those end pieces, and then I'm just going to fill the gap with some normal tape pen. So then what we're going to do is this one will go directly over the top, like so. And then you can bring that bit down. There we go, like that. And then this one, oh, if I hadn't stuck it to my card, will go just at the top here. And that will go directly over the top, like so. And then you have the perfect placement. So then when you open your card, you've got your circle, that you've got your silver shine in there and this one, but that placement is directly on top, Looks beautiful, doesn't it?
It's such a beautiful project, yeah, I love it.
And then we're going to use these two, our believe. So I'm just going to bring in a bit of card to pop these down. So the believe is going to go on top of the silver. The white believe is going to go on top of the silver. So just going to be really careful here to put our dots. So holding the bottom and just slowly bringing those dots up. Then I'm going to turn it around and do it on the opposite side, just so I know that that tiny sentiment gets covered. This is when I think that our tape pen is such a game changer, that you can get such a tiny, intricate sentiment die and you can have this layered like this. So just going to slightly shadow so we can see that silver on the base. Now you can't see it very well at the moment because I'm on white card, but when I put it onto the blue card that we've inked, it's going to look beautiful. So I'm just going to literally burnish that down, and then we will again apply our tape pen to this one. I mean, you could use your tacky glue. If you've got your little intricate glue bottle, then you can absolutely do that. So pop that in. That's going to go on your inside. Have that going up like there. Literally like so. So now you've got your sentiment on the inside, and then all we need to do now, so I've got my dies. If you've not got these ones, so I've got these from Sarah's Frosty and Bright.
Oh, okay.
And if you haven't got these ones, it was just the ones I had to hand, but you've got some lovely snowflake dies in the Christmas Rose.
Yeah.
So the Sarah's Christmas Rose that came out this year is a really some really nice little snowflakes in there. And I just want these, well, I think that one might be a little bit too big. Did I use, yeah, so I didn't think I used that one. I used the 3 smaller ones. So we're just going to die cut these into some silver mirror cardstock to finish off.
Little Bear says, I've just finished checking through the layout collection that I received today, and I've just taken it off my husband. Is the best craft purchase I have ever made, you say. Lots of love for this card coming through. I love this card, Debbie, says Sarah. Carol says, I'm so doing this card when I get off work, which is lovely. Tag us in all of your makes, please. And Pat says, I know people talking about kindness. I received a beautiful set of dies from another crafter shortly after I got diagnosed with cancer. She knew I wanted it but couldn't afford it at the time. Every time I look at the dies, I think of her fondly, and we actually got to meet each other and have built a beautiful friendship. It's so lovely, these messages tonight, aren't they?
That's really lovely,
you guys.
It literally melts your heart, doesn't it?
It
That
does.
There's some really good people out there that have no other agenda other than just being nice
kind.
people and being kind. Yeah, absolutely. I think we're lucky here because, and I can genuinely say this, because I've worked in places before where, and actually it's the nature of the game, not everybody likes each other. But I think we're really lucky here. We have a really good connection with all of us. And yeah, and I love the fact that we are literally friends and family. Why are you looking at me like that? I thought you got a bit quiet. Do you not love me?
No, what? No, I'm only messing about, obviously. No, I echo the sentiment.
And I know you do. I know you do.
What's that, Debbie?
I said, and I know you feel the same way.
No, I do absolutely. I'm just joking about. We are like one big crafty family here, and we all get on with each other, don't we? Most of the time. One big crazy crafty family.
It's not very often. I don't really, unless, I mean, I'm not up here all the time, but I don't really ever see people falling out.
Oh, no.
Well, Nicola says I should be here more.
Nicola, what are you talking about?
I know she doesn't mean that. Oh, I can imagine everyone falls out with Ben.
What? I'm not a diva. Nicola says I'm a diva.
Least diva-ish person I know. I thought you were a diva when I first saw you down at Create and Craft.
Did you? When did you see me at Create and Craft?
Because you seem to walk around with an entourage.
That would probably just be like the producer and the...
Yeah, it was just like, yeah, the
stuff.
director and the producer. That is all it was, but it looked a bit like that. And you used to wear really orange makeup.
Why, if you wear orange makeup, does that mean that you're like, you know, a bit of a diva?
No, just because I don't know, it was just like you looked really orange and you was walking around with all these people when I see you.
I don't recall ever sick. I never worked with you.
No, you didn't, no.
So when
and
did
that's probably why I got an impression of you that probably wasn't the right impression.
Yeah. Because obviously if I didn't know you and if I was busy, you know, prepping for shows and stuff, unlike some people. No, it's not that at all, Nicola. What I mean is, because you're quite busy in between shows there, I wouldn't necessarily go out of my way to say, oh, who are you? I've not met you before. I would have just seen you and gone, oh, I don't know who that person is, and then just gone on about my way, you know.
Because I wanted.
But you obviously knew who I was, Debbie, and you didn't come and say hello.
Yeah. Well, no, I wanted to say hello, but I just felt like you wasn't very approachable.
Oh dear. Oh no, I'm getting a complex now because Nicola said she felt the same when she first met me as well.
And knowing you though, I know that's not how it was, but that's just how it was. That's how I felt at the time.
Yeah.
But that could have been a lot of me, not you, Ben. That could have been the fact that I put you up there on a pedestal. You were one of the presenters, and I was thinking, oh, like.
Hey, I was one of the lower down the rung presenters there, you know, the one that they just called in when nobody else wanted to do it. So I wasn't really up on a pedestal. I had my foot firmly on the bottom of the ladder there, I tell you. Oh dear. Everyone's saying, why is everyone scared of me?
I wasn't scared of you. I just thought you were a little bit diva-ish.
And then you met me.
And then
and you still
actually, so far from the truth. I don't think you diva-ish at all.
And even my makeup's not that orange anymore.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
I've found my colour match.
Men tend to do that. Men tend to wear quite. Craig does sometimes as well.
What, a bit?
But it looks a bit orange.
Orange, yeah.
Yeah.
Makes me laugh. There's one particular photo when I was a Redcoat at Butlins. There's one photo that crops up sort of every year. We did this show called Reds on the Road, and there's a picture of me with the rest of the Redcoats. We're all like stood together, this big group photo, and I'm there right in the front row kneeling down, and you can pick me out straight away because my face, it was like I was auditioning for a part in Willy Wonka. It was that orange, and I look at that picture now. I would have been about 20 at the time. I think, what on earth was I thinking there? And nobody said though. Nobody said.
But you wouldn't, would you? I would never have said to you, "Your face is really orange." The same as I don't say to Craig, "Your face is really orange."
He'll be watching now, and you'll get a message in a minute.
But the thing is, I say that very light-hearted because sometimes you need a bit of colour.
Yeah.
So on screen, it doesn't look like you're orange. So I get it. It's not really orange. It's just a darker shade of foundation, isn't it? Really dug myself into a hole here. Craig, you know I love you and I would never fault you. I like the Oompa Loompa look.
Oh dear. He's obviously not watching because he'd have messaged by now.
He would have messaged by now. Yes, he would have messaged. I've got a feeling he might be on another channel.
I think he is today.
Yes,
he is.
We're safe. Please, nobody message him.
No. Thank you, Carol Byrne. Stop picking on Ben. You said, yeah. Stop picking on me, you guys.
Never.
We're supposed to be one big happy family on World Kindness Day. It's because they love me, Carol. You see, that's the reason why they love me. Oh dear. Oh yes, they do love me, and apparently the stream cut when I was telling the story about what's the kindest thing that's happened to me or here, the time when I wasn't getting any Easter eggs, which was basically 43 years of my life, and then Nicola, just out of the blue, bought me a mini egg Easter egg with a mug as well, I seem to remember. Yeah, which is still in our house. So.
And actually, one of the kindest things you've done for me is bought me a Cheester basket.
I did.
Yeah, because I wasn't eating chocolate. Well, I'm still not eating chocolate, so.
That Cheester basket was good, wasn't it?
It was very good. I loved it.
I did put a lot of thought into that. It was a fun weekend, that wasn't it?
It was
the
really
Easter Bank Holiday weekend
where
really
nice.
We were eating chocolate, you were eating cheese, and we were playing video games. I mean, no, we weren't. If the bosses are listening.
Oh yeah, we was playing video games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm terrible at video games. Honestly, I need to be recorded because I don't know why, and if anyone else does this, please let me know, because I can't be the only person that does it. But I have to go with the controller. So if I'm holding the controller, how people just sit there and do the buttons, I'm like this, like, oh. And I'm like that all the time when I'm playing anything like that. And I don't really understand how people sit still and not go with the curve. But although that's why I crash and burn, because I'm never very good at them.
So funny.
Right, we've actually finished. So there we go. That's our, we've put all of those down, all lined up beautifully. Let's turn that round, and then you can see just how lovely that card is. How beautiful.
I absolutely love that, and you know, I feel like we've gone around the houses a little bit to get there with technical gremlins and whatnot, but it was absolutely worth it. So hopefully, if you haven't made this project, you'll come back and give it a try, give it a go, because it's been such a lovely show. I'll take you through everything again that you're going to need if you haven't yet picked up the deals. Just a couple of comments here. Aya Chan says, Craig cannot even defend himself. I know. Don't worry, I'm going to dob Debbie in when I see him next week. I'll be like, hey, Craig, you never guess what Debbie was saying about you. She said you look like an Oompa Loompa. I guess that's like, stir the pot. Jeffrey says, I gave a MIDI with extra folders for a friend's granddaughter and matching craft kit to a friend, so she and her granddaughter could do the video chattering together doing sparkle cards. Well, that again, Jeffrey, is
really
just
lovely.
a great way to show how kind you are as a human being, and I love that. I love that. I just want to quickly show you everything then as far as your sparkle kit's concerned. The accessories collection, we'll say accessories, I mean, it's the main points of the collection, really, if you want to be laying down your pearls and gems with ease. So your tool is included within this with a refill, and you also get, because over time you will need to replace the picky up bit, so you get 3 wax refills included within the actual bundle itself. So that's the first sort of components that you're going to get. You'll also get a box which includes your gem adhesive glue. So again, this is the glue that we recommend to use alongside those gems, just been specifically designed to give you the best possible stick when you're laying those down, so that's included. And then of course you're going to get all of, I mean, these amazing gems. So so we're sticking with it. 11,000 gems, dare you to count them when you get them home. 11,000 gems you're going to be getting in there of all sorts of different colours. You've got blues of different hues, you've got yellows and greens, you've got pinks and reds, you've got purples, and then you've got sort of your Aurora Borealises in there as well. There are 9 colours, 3 mils and 5 mils, so 9 colours, different sizes included in there too. Those are the gems. Again, they're all sectioned away for you, so you don't have to get those all mixed up. And quite handily, they are contained in your little box there, and those clasps will just pop down and lock in place, so you're not going to worry about, you know, if it does get dropped, shouldn't come open and those shouldn't go everywhere. So those are your gems. You're then also going to get the pearls, approximately 9,000 of these, and once again 9 different colours, and you're getting the different sizes in here as well, so 3 mil and 5 mil, and once again lots of different colours you're going to be receiving, and of course you'll use the glue that you've received in this bundle to stick those down alongside your wax tool. We've made it easy for you, that's the point, something which, as I said, you might have tried previously, whether you've tried with tweezers or picking them up with your fingers, really faffy, really difficult to do. This has made it easy, this accessories collection, so that is absolutely worth picking up. Great price on that one as well. So the 5-piece collection is £46.40 or $58.40, and of course, you know, you can apply these wherever you want and however you want to whatever projects, but I feel like we've made it nice and easy for you if you then go for the Essentials collection too, because this system, as Debbie was showing you with her project, just makes it so super simple to lay these gems and pearls down onto the different die cut images, because we give you everything that you need. So the mistletoe, for example, that you're going to be getting here, there's your stamp, all right, so you're going to be stamping that out. We then give you the die as well to be able to cut that out. And you can colour it in, and then this is the genius part here. So that template there, as you saw with Debbie with the snowflake, you're going to lay over the top, and it shows you exactly where to put your gems. Of course, you've got the different sized holes there for the different sized gems that we give you within the accessories kit. So it's all been thought about, and it just makes it really, really simple for you to be able to create and have fun with. You know, I can understand why if you didn't have this, you'd go, I just really can't be bothered to put a load of gems down. It's too faffy picking up with tweezers. We've made it easy. We've also added an extra die into each one as well, so you get a little sentiment. So in the case of the mistletoe here, you get the love. You've got a Christmas tree. I mean, that is just going to look beautiful, isn't it? We've popped down some of our sort of ruby gems on there, those yellows as well. Looks fantastic. You can choose whatever colours you want to pop down onto that, depending on what colour you've coloured your tree in, I suppose, really, or whatever colour palette you want to go for. There's the die, there's the stamp, there's that template, and you've got your Christmas sentiment die within that one too. Then you've got your wreath, exactly the same once again here. Beautiful stamp, so you know, choose the colours that you want to be working with. I really like this colour palette we've got here actually, with the reds and the yellows, with the greens of the holly. You've then got your joy, and then of course the die to be able to cut out your stamped image. There's that template again, making it nice and easy for you to be able to lay down your gems. Then you've got your bauble. Or as you guys in the US call these, the ornaments. And again, loads and loads of gems you can stick down. You know, every time you lay this down, you don't have to go to town. You might just want to pop a few little accents on there. It's entirely up to you, but you've got the template there to be able to make it easy if you do decide to lay down all of those gems. And as you saw with Debbie's, it can be quite mindful. It can be quite a relaxing thing to do. We've made it easy. And again, stamps, dies, and the template. This, of course, is that beautiful snowflake. So if you want to be able to recreate what you've seen here, you'd be working with that one. And again, stamp, die, template, and then you've got your believe sentiment in there in die form. This one here is that beautiful present. That one I think you can probably use year round, you know, for any sort of birthdays or anniversaries. You know, there's nothing sort of too Christmassy about that. Obviously, you know, don't use that unless you're giving a present to a bloke called Noel. You don't have to use that, but then you've got a present year round to add all of your sparkle and your gems too. Then you've got your beautiful angel, and I love this because, again, the template allows you to decorate up the bottom of her dress there, and then all of the beautiful detail, those Aurora Borealis gems on her wings, and then that beautiful yellow just giving you that stunning halo. It's all been thought about. I absolutely love this system. It's brilliant. And then lastly, you've got that beautiful Christmas star. But again, you know, it doesn't have to be for Christmas. This could be for many an occasion. But, you know, right across this collection, we have made life easy for you. And I think it's a great price as well. If you're platinum, £72 or $85.60. Grab that alongside your accessories kit and you will be having the most fun with that collection. We will announce the winner of our prize in just a few moments' time. Is that, what's that card?
It's the star. Is the star not in it anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I was just showing some
just showing some finished samples.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
It's just the way you've had it there for ages. I was thinking, have I missed that? No.
I just thought we've got a few minutes left, so we don't normally on a craft along, but I just thought as we had a few minutes left, we'd show a few samples. So I love this, being able to create shaker cards with them. But look how subtle and beautiful that looks. Absolutely amazing. I really do love the mistletoe one. It's gorgeous. And the Christmas tree, look at that. How beautiful. And what's really clever about that, can you see these swirls at the side? Yeah. That's the Christmas tree stamp.
Oh, get out. That's brilliant.
Yeah, so good, isn't it? So Marie's done that one. It's absolutely beautiful. Love the present one. As you said, Ben, you literally can use that all year round. Wedding presents, you know, Christmas presents, Easter presents, anything you want, birthday. It's beautiful. And that angel is absolutely gorgeous. These are definitely the ones I'm going to be using to make Christmas cards with. My Ruby will want to make that angel, I know. And there's a different type of card here in one of our concept cards. Look at that. How fab is that?
Oh, that's
just on
brilliant.
the edge, cut into 2 pieces. So just shows you can do so much with these. And then just a couple more. Love this one as well. That Christmas tree, I think, is going to be one of the favourites you're going to be using this Christmas. And this one here, which is the wreath. Just nice, simple cards, but looks so effective. You're going to absolutely love them. So if you haven't grabbed the Touch of Sparkle, make sure you get it now, because you've still got time to make your Christmas cards. Oh, and I'll have one as well, if that's okay.
And the positive pig as well, if you can.
And a positive pig. I would love a positive pig.
Yeah. Gorgeous craft along. Thank you, Debbie, says Lois. And beautiful Debbie, says Carol. I love the card. The card's stunning, says Pat. I also can see doing stars and hanging them from fishing tackle in my younger grandchildren's bedroom. I like that idea. I think I'm putting that on my to-do list, and when they see me, they can think of me. Aww. I'll have to get more of the crystal gems, definitely. Rosalind says the demo has definitely inspired use of all of the gems and pearls that I have. And Hilary says having the gems and pearls in the box is brilliant. It is so super handy. Thank you everyone so much for a lovely show. Thank you for bearing with us with the technical gremlins. And thank you for all the positivity and kindness. And you know what? You guys have just sent some lovely messages in. The winner of the die, which is the every day might not be good, but there is something good in every day, is going to Janice Watson!
Yay!
You had to win it, Janice, really, didn't you? You had to win it. Message us, Janice, and we'll get this sent out to you. CTV prizes at crafterscompanion.co.uk. What a day, and another fantastic day coming up tomorrow. Tell you about tomorrow night in just a second, but we've got another craft along tomorrow, haven't we?
We have got another craft along, yeah. We've got loads this week, which I absolutely love. And it's, I don't want to say it's my favourite, because I've loved all the craft alongs this week, but actually I really love the Crystal Visions. So I'm going to do a craft along in my take on that Crystal Visions, because I just think it's beautiful, especially that acetate. So if you haven't gone for that Crystal Visions collection, make sure that you grab it, because then you can craft along at a later date. If you've got it, then craft along with us tomorrow, because that's going to be our 12 o'clock show.
It is 1 hour craft along tomorrow, and then tomorrow night, normally cartload isn't on a Thursday. Well, we've got kind of like a souped up cartload, if you like, with an outlet clearance show. That is going to be immense. Some amazing deals for you to grab. So if you're working on maybe a little bit of a budget, middle of the month, you know, after birthday, some stellar deals for you to snap up during that show, and that is all coming up tomorrow. Thank you everyone for a fab day. Thank you to Rachel and Jan on the socials today, Jamie and also Nicola and Johnny earlier on. Massive thank you, of course, to Debbie as well. And thank you to you guys for watching too. We will be here again tomorrow for you. Until then, bye for now.